Hello there YouTube, and welcome back. We finally got our second battery to come through. So I could get rid of that little system from the previous video, but it took a while for the battery to come, the other 6-volt battery. But what I've done is I've got the two 6-volt batteries together, running in series, and that makes 12 volts. Well, it's 14 amp hours, but since it's sealed lead acid, you only get 7 usable amp hours out of that. But it's actually working. It only took, once I got the battery through, it didn't take long to set it up. I had this little charge controller to go to a battery before for 12 volt, so that didn't cost me nothing. I already had that, but I think it was like, at the time I bought it, it was like 10 bucks, 8 bucks. This one here I had from a previous one as well. Just a battery meter I was using to see how much power was coming off a panel, but I upgraded that other system, so I didn't really need this anymore, so I used it on this system. And this one here that I cobbled from the other little one I was using on the previous video. So altogether it was well, it's supposed to be £11 for the battery, 11 bucks for each one of the batteries, but by the time you pay the tax and stuff on it, it was actually 20 bucks, so it's 40 bucks for the batteries to make a 12 volt system, for 10 bucks and 10 bucks and 10 bucks for the 12 volt to USB. So about 60 bucks, 40, 50, 60, well 70 bucks altogether to actually make that. 7 amp hours, usable amp hours. That's what, don't know how many watt hours that would be. I'd need to check that out. I'll check it out and post it at the bottom. I'll post it down there, the information. But it's actually working. I put a little switch on it here. Now it's just been taped together and stuff. I just put taped stuff like that just to protect the wires and that, so it's not brilliant. I could make a case for it if I had like a 3D printer or something and make it look all nice, but it's really not needed just for what we're using it for. I'll switch it on and I'll show you if we can see that is. There we go. So it is still charging off a little panel. I've only got a 20 watt panel outside the window, so that's charging away. I just want to see if I could focus. There we go. As the sun comes up brighter, it definitely works. So I'm going to get a 50 watt panel. This can take up to, I think it's a 100 watt panel, but this little system's not needed for that, so I'll put a 50 watt panel on this system for when we go camping. We will be using this camping. I checked it out by charging up my phone. My phone, and I've got a little light here I tested out. So it does tell you how many watts you're actually burning. Just now it's not burning nothing because I don't have anything plugged into it. So let's see if I can plug in my camera that I'm using right now. I don't know if it'll charge while it's running, while it's recording, but we can try it. See what happens. Hope I don't blow my camera up. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. Yep, that's it charging now. Charging while it's using. It's burning. Oh, I can't see. 2 point something amps, 3 amps. Yeah, so it is working. So that'll charge up your stuff all day. So if you've got your phone to charge, you'd phone it up. You'd charge it up during the day while the sun's out. On a 50 watt panel, it would charge all your stuff, no problem, all day long. Night time comes, then you just use it for lights and maybe watching the little iPad to maybe watch a movie, keep the speaker charged up, things like that. So that would be no problem for that. And during the day with 50 watt panel, this will recharge in a couple of hours. Yeah, so it's not really a problem. But that's it plugged into my phone, to my camera, and that's a cyber shot I use. So yeah, and it's all working fine. So I'm happy with that. This is the system we'll use. I could put it in an ammo can to protect it from travel or whatever, but yeah, I might just do that. I might just get an ammo can, stick it inside, and just open it up when I want to use it. Yeah, I'll put some quite thicker grade wires on it as well to handle a bigger panel if we needed be. So that goes out to a small 20 watt panel. Everything's working fine with it. I don't have a problem. With that charging my camera at 3.7 volt, 3.7 watts. Go down to 2. It's fluctuating. But what I'll do is I'll put in this other little light, just a to show you that the battery management, the battery is actually being monitored. That's up to 4.7 with that little light running, so it is giving me an accurate reading. I don't know what all the other things are for, the WP and all that. If anybody knows, please let me know. And the TE, and it tells you it's got 8 amperes usable. Yeah, so there's all those things there, the AP, VN. So that's all. It's a bit funny with the camera on it though. But that's the readings in case any of you guys want to see. But a very cheap system. Yeah, matter about 60 bucks, 70 bucks, you can make one of these. Just wish I had a 3D printer to actually make a nice case, but yeah, I don't have one yet, but I might get one, might add that into the series. But we're going to use this when we go camping. I have tested it out, it's charging up my camera, it's charged up phones. As long as the sun's up, it's doing a great job. At night time, we test it out on 2 lights, 2 5-watt light bulbs, and it works great. It ran them all night, no problem at all. Still had plenty of power in the morning. As soon as the sun comes up, boom, it starts charging. So, well, that's my camping device, and this is what we're taking with us. That's the name of this. Oh, I went and covered up the name of the battery in it. Tells you there, look, 14 amperes at 20 hours. Yep. So there's 6 volts, 2 of them put together, but it took so long to come. That's why I've not put up another post in yet. But yeah, it's all working fine. I'll unhook the thing, take everything off. That's me unhooked the camera, and we're back to 0 watts. So this must take really low draw. And I do believe there's a bit in the back inside here that takes it takes like a Bluetooth thing that goes in here, so you can view your results on your phone. So that would be even easier. Instead of having to look at the screen all the time, I could just look at my phone and be able to see it from wherever I am in the campsite. We're also waiting for a tent to come, but well, we're looking for a tent. We were going to buy a gazebo, a 2x2 gazebo, but it was way too tall. It was like really tall, extremely tall. It was like, if I can get about 4 feet tall. So there's no way you could backpack with that. Yeah, no chance. Or we were going to take the bicycles with a trailer, so this will be no problem. It's a wee bit heavy because it's lead acid, but it's nice and solid, so it's not going to fall off your table or tip over when you're using it. Yeah, that's a good thing. But I just taped it up to protect wires and stuff like that, and it's about all I've really got for it just now. But it does work great. It works just as well as any other device you buy, apart from it's not lithium. Yeah. The lithium one I made is running my house, but yeah, this is just a very small thing. And this here, the 5 volts, it goes from 12 volts, brings it down to, I think it's like 5 volts, 6 volts, something like that. Yeah, so it's really simple to put together. 10 minutes, little switch on the side here, switch it on, switch it off, back on again. Everything works. And that's all you can really ask for. As you can see, state of charge, it is charging with the sun being up. We're sitting at 12.79 volts. So it's not fully charged yet, but it would charge. But I'm only using a small solar panel with this. But I'm going to get a 50 watt to go on this system. I think 50 watts would be about right for the amount of amp hours and stuff. Probably take a couple hours to charge this, but that's all you really need when you're out camping. Yeah, you don't need like a massive, huge, like 100 amp hour battery or that, unless you're burning like TVs and stuff. But we're not doing a van life here. We're just doing camping and survival stuff and things like that. So yeah. Anyway, what I'd like you to do is just hit me up down the bottom there. If you know what these settings are for, the TE and all this, see what all that's for. I know it says watt hours there, how many it's burning and stuff, but yeah, it's a good little system, that. It's a good little device. I would highly recommend these for your solar panels, to see how much wattage and all that's coming in to monitor your power. But yeah, very good. I quite like it. It's charging fantastic. It runs everything I need to run. I only need these two. If I need more, I'll maybe put a a 12 volt plug in here so I can use my little inverter if I wanted to, but really no need for it, you know. I don't have any need for that just now. If I do need it later, I'll add it, you know. But yeah, not much more I can say about it. It's simple, very easy to make. A couple wires on it and bing, we're ready to roll, yeah. So if anybody wants any details on how to put it together, I can definitely do that, but it's really not hard. It's one of the most easiest things you'll do. But for this kind of amperage, you probably pay $200-300 for one of these online, you know, on Amazon or whatever. So yeah, I think saving cash. I like saving cash, yeah. I think it's cool. Anyway, if it's your first time on the channel, please subscribe. I really need to subscribers. I really could do with that, and we will be going to camping soon. As soon as we figure out the tent we're taking. I was looking at like an awning type thing, and it's like a little cabin. So we're thinking about getting that, but it's a little bit more expensive. So it'll take us a bit of time to save up for that. But yeah, that'll get done, and we'll head out. Also in the winter time, we were looking at it was a camp stove that goes inside your tent to make it to a hot tent. And you buy a flap, it goes on the side of your, you know, you cut a hole and you put this flap on. It's like heat proof and all that for putting your chimney out. So we might try that in the winter time. Depends on how well it goes. But yeah, so remember, subscribe, tell your friends as well. I really could be doing with this. The subs and the likes, and if you've got anything at all to ask about the system, just hit me up down there and I'll definitely get back to you. And as well, we do have a TeamSpeak for let people come and talk to us and stuff, so if anybody wants that, I can private message you the TeamSpeak, so you can just pop in and have a chinwag, yeah. Anyway, this is Jen Crow signing out, and yeah, keep watching, guys. I will get better. I'm trying to improve the channel. I don't have much money to put into the channel, but I'm trying to improve it as best I can. And please just stick with us, guys. Just stick with us, and we'll see what we can come together. Yeah. Okay, guys. Catch you later, and thanks again for watching. Bye.